my fellow weirdos, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we're going to be doing another random horror movie review. Yay! So if you haven't been following my little series of movie reviews, basically my reading slump, still not great. I'm reading but very slowly and struggling to find the motivation as usual. It's a pain in the bottom, but anyway, such is life. So I've been watching a lot of random horror movies, whatever's available on streaming sites or my friends' streaming sites. And I thought I would tell you guys about them and what I thought, so that, you know, if there's a good one, you can watch it, and if there's a bad one, you know to avoid it. Today's pick of the day is a very recent release called I See You, which has just come on to Netflix, starring Helen Hunt. This is it's like a horror-y, psychological crime thriller. It's lots of different genres all kind of mashed into one. On the surface, it's about the disappearance of two young boys in a small town, which seems to mirror the disappearance of, I think it was 8 boys 15 years before, where somebody was kidnapping them and torturing them and then murdering them. The police officer investigating the case, this story follows his family, him, his wife, and his teenage son. There's a bit of difficulties. The wife has recently revealed that she had an affair, and that is causing a lot of tension in the home, particularly between her and her son. So it's following them whilst this disappearance sort of thing is happening. So yeah, sounds like just a normal crime, right? But there's something wrong. There's something wrong as well at the same time. Things are happening in the house that make it seem like there's a presence there. You've got pictures being removed from the big gallery wall of family pictures. The silverware is removed from the drawer. A repairman comes by to repair a window and mentions the fact that he was let in by a girl. But there's a teenage girl, but there's no teenage girl who lives there. You've got somebody dropping something onto the head of the wife's, Helen Hunt's, lover when he comes to declare his love and try to get her back. She assumes it's her teenage son, but anyway, he takes her to the head. Yes, there's just a lot of weird stuff happening. Spoilers, I'm going to try my best to do it spoiler free so that you guys can watch it and appreciate it. But it's one of those movies where things aren't necessarily what they seem. Things are happening and there's almost 2 stories running parallel to each other. There are twists, there are turns, there are moments, and I have to say, revelations that I did not see coming. And it's very well paced. It's just really well done. I completely recommend it. I'm going to have to give it 4 out of 5 because it did surprise me. Like I said, there were twists and turns. I didn't see it coming. Now, I did predict the main sort of happenings and what's going on. I did come up with a lot of it, but there are revelations, as I say, which completely threw me about who did what. Again, trying to do this spoiler free. But yes, it's really, really well paced. It's very intense thriller, helped incredibly by the really great acting of all of the main stars, and a really awesome soundtrack. The score, it's very tense. This like constant score that's going on, and sometimes there are moments where there's not actually a lot happening. Like the TV turning on and off by itself, but it has this ever kind of present foreboding as a result of this soundtrack. It's really, really well done. There are some moments where a character will do something and I'm like, why are you doing that? Don't do that. But I guess I've never been in a life-threatening situation or had to deal with the issues that they're dealing with, so I can't judge too much. Maybe I would react the way that they do. But People make questionable choices. But it's got this, like I say, this constant forebodance which builds and builds and builds and escalates until you come to this big finale. And unlike a normal movie where you've got like the big like boom, you've got like a boom and then a boom and then a boom, 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 and it just keeps going with revelations, finding out who characters are, what characters have done, secrets come out. You get to see a timeline from 2 different perspectives, so you get to find out how things were happening, why they were happening, why the people were doing what they were doing. And as these things are revealed, it just kind of gets quicker and quicker pace until it builds up to this ending that's quite explosive and very emotive. So yeah, there's just this constant tension that I think makes it a really thrilling movie to watch. It's not a straightforward horror, so if you are looking for a straightforward horror, then this isn't the one to kind of go for. It's more crime oriented with kind of horror overtones. It's more like a psychological thriller, but I do recommend it because it is very dark, and I think a lot of horror fans are definitely going to dig it. As I said, the performances are great. Helen Hunt's brilliant. There's been a lot of stuff online about her surgery and stuff, because when I kind of Googled to see what people thought about the movie, which is what I usually do before I do these reviews, just to see what other people are thinking. I like having discussions about it. All I could find were articles saying nasty things about her face. And I think that is not the takeaway from this film. It's a really good film. Leave Helen Hunt alone, okay? She's got an Oscar, for God's sake. God. So, yeah, that is my review of I See You. I would love to know your thoughts if you've seen it, what you had thought. I have to give them extra credit because of the creepy bad guy mask. I thought, well, it's meant to be a wooden frog, but it's a weird mask. The poster that I saw was literally just black with the somebody standing in the shadows with this frog mask on, and it kind of looks like a native kind of tribal sort of mask carved out of wood. So I have to give kudos for like bad guys, because you've got this frog person, you've got whatever presence is in the house, and you've got this bad guy who's snatching up children, this pedophile, murderer, child kidnapper as well. So there's a lot of bad guys, there's a lot of tension, and then you've got this intermingling with the family as well. So extra points for all of that. I think that they dealt with everything really well and in a very balanced way, so you weren't kind of getting a bit bored when it was leaning too much on the family and all. They kept the pace going, is what I'm saying. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you haven't seen this film and you watch it because of this, let me know, because I would love to know if I put somebody onto it. And again, what you thought, if you agree, if you disagree. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Come on. Be nice. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, I love to hear from you guys, so give me a like, a comment, all that sort of stuff, so that we can chat horror films. But that's me for now. Just another quick little review and a little insight into my strange world. Bye for now.